Love it. Okay. So at any time, if you guys want to talk or say something, then let me know if you have a question in between. But if you want to take some notes on this stuff, it'll be helpful. Okay, so when you're just thinking about following up, and this is going to be mainly through events, like an expo event or a vendor event, or you're at a party with someone, or you're blitzing. Like this little bit that I'm going to talk about is specifically in that situation. You always want to ask for their information. So at an event, you know, we have those little sheets that they fill out and we have their information. At a party, it's really important. I know some leaders like to have someone add them on Facebook right now. Say, hey, add us on Facebook right now. Post that you're, you know, trying a product, trying that crazy wrap thing or something else that add you on Facebook, or pass around something at a party, has them fill out their contact information. And that way, I mean, most of the time, you know, I don't know them. You know, if I'm doing a party for one of my distributors or I'm doing a launch party, I don't know the guests. I usually only know one person there. So make sure you're passing that around. Same with when you're out, you know, out to someone, just ask for their business card or say, hey, can I get your name and number really quick? And what I do is I carry around my, let me grab it real quick. So this is specifically for, and so I have this little thing, you can get it at any, like Walmart might have it. But I have blitz cards in here. I have a pen and little the little form papers that we use at events. Address, phone number. The most important thing in this situation is to get their information. Because how can you follow up with someone if you don't have their information? And you never just want to hand someone a card and expect them to get back with you. It's your job to follow up. And it's really important to contact them within 72 hours, if at all possible. And I would do more than one attempt. You know, if you have an email and a phone number, I would be doing both. And you know, I would even try to find them on Facebook. If they weren't responding to me, I would go in and search for their name on Facebook, because most likely they even gave me their city or they live where I live. And so I'll try to find them there because I obviously know what they look like. So I'll try to find them there as well. Just pull out all the stops and just try to get their information and contact them within 3 days. When you're calling people back from events or from a party or from blitzing, I would just say, hey, you know, this is Michelle. I met you at such and such place, whatever way you met them. I met you at the mall, or I met you at a party, or I met you at that event. Do you have any questions? Or do you want to get in my schedule to get together?
Do you want to snap?
That's what I would do, is ask them an appointment or a time to get together. And then I would also ask them, what's your preferred method of me contacting you? Do you prefer email? Do you prefer Facebook? Do you prefer a phone call, a text message? Because you're way more likely, obviously, to get a response from them if you're contacting them the way you want to be contacted. So also, you know, try to, when you're talking to people, when you're following up with people, especially when you're calling them after an event or You know, ask them about their family. Ask them about their personal life. You know, show them that you're a real person too. This is not, you know, just the cutthroat type thing. We're trying to build relationships. So try to get to know them, and not make it all about it works all the time. You're gonna want to have a system for follow-up. So I have a notebook and a planner. Well, I have more than one notebook, but I have a notebook and a planner so that I can keep track of, you know, yeses, nos, I haven't talked to this person, basically yes, but not yet type thing. You know, you want to really find out the date that they're going to be ready. So keep in mind that the average person who joins your business or becomes a loyal customer is going to need to be contacted 7 to 21 times. So if you're not following up that many times, then you know, you can't get discouraged, because that is a proven fact if you look that up. So you've got to stay consistent, whether that 7 to 21 times is over 6 months, over a year, 2 years time. You've got to really be consistent with that and know that we're all busy. I mean, I'm sure that you guys can think of a time when you really wanted to order something or do something and you just got busy and you forgot. So think of people in the same way. And I know that I actually appreciate it. You know, there was a lady that I met at the Women's Expo here at a college, and she contacts me at least every 3 months still with a phone call or an email. And I'm like, you know what? Even if I never order that lipstick that she put on me, I actually admire the follow-up. So you guys need to treat this like a business and know that follow-up is where the most of your distributors and customers are going to come from. And if you just know that and keep in mind the 7 to 21 times, then you'll be more at ease and more comfortable with it. And that it's just a part of your daily thing. And then kind of what I was talking to Delyn about is I want you guys to like be calm. Be calm when you're sending out follow-up messages. You know, whatever you have to do. I know sometimes you have to like say a prayer, listen to a song that either calms you down or pumps you up. I mean, whatever is going to work for you. You might have to listen to a song, a conference call, just something that is going to get you in the right frame of mind and to stay calm. A lot of times I will encourage people to write something down, especially if they need to call them. If you need to call someone for, maybe you met them at an event or a party or something and you're needing to call them, you can write. If you're scared or you're just worried about kind of fumbling over your words, write it down first of what you're going to say to them. That way, if you're nervous or you just don't want to throw up on them, you can keep it short and precise and to the point, and just always ask them a question. You know, like, did you want to schedule an appointment to meet? And I just want you guys to know that following up is going to make or break your business. I mean, and if you hate it, you just have to suck it up and do it anyway. I mean, we all want people to just see a post, contact us, and enroll. And I wish that that's the way that it was, but it's just not. So some ideas for following up and when. A great time, and you guys have probably heard this a lot, is that people get paid on Friday. So the day for follow-up is going to be Follow-Up Friday. And so, and you can even start that on Thursday night, because when people get paid, one, they're in a lot happier mood. and they know that they could actually do something with some extra money that they have. So if you're kind of like the first one to remind them of something that they wanted to order or they wanted to get started as a distributor, then that is going to be why you want to do that on Thursday or Friday. And again, you are just focusing on the time frame. When do you want to start? You know, check in, say hello, how's it going? You know, keep the conversation going. You know, and every Friday, you need to be either willing to get up early or stay up late or both. And you're just trying to find out when they want to get started. Someone's just got here. Hey guys. Great. So another idea that I have is doing a power hour, and this doesn't need to be just on Fridays. I feel like this can be at least 1 hour for every day. Everybody has at least 1 hour to do this. So a power hour, again, just calm down and you're not transferring the desperation that you may feel. You have to sometimes like fake it till you make it, okay? So I know, and especially, you know, we're coming up on month end and people might be freaking out, but you guys need to have a casual mindset and just be calm and easygoing and not expecting people probably to order the first time that you talk to them. Okay?
Power hour.
Just, you
With
know,
your team or with
just when you're just messaging people, you're following up. We're talking about follow-up today. So it's like, I mean, you're gonna wanna go back on all of your text messages that you've ever talked to anyone about at work, all of your Facebook messages, any Instagram messages that you've sent out, any emails that you've done, and you're gonna, on follow-up Friday, it's like talking to every single person that you have ever known that has been ever interested. That's the idea of follow-up Friday. So basically what you're shooting for is transferring your hundreds list of messaging people or people who have shown interest. You're converting them to your calendar of when they say that they're gonna be ready. And honestly, I don't care if they tell me it's next June. I'm like, I still need business next June. I need business today, tomorrow, and next June. So don't stress out about it. Just say, great, I'm gonna save your spot and I'll be back in touch with you. Just, you gotta be easy and light with it and just kind of make it like a easy thing, because if you are feeling desperate, and that is gonna transfer over somehow into that message. When I'm talking to people on the phone, I'm always smiling, like I'm pacing my house, because I work kind of like a pacing tiger, but I am always smiling when I'm talking to someone. I mean, first of all, I love it work, so I'm always excited and happy to be able to talk to them about it, but they will feel that. And so when you're messaging someone, just transfer that. And you know, a lot of times I like to use the voice messaging because they can hear me, but you can obviously type it out as well. So just have that positive outlook and positive energy, and that it's not about getting them necessarily enrolled that day, but finding out when they're going to be ready. A planner. So I talked about the planner. Really good to have a planner, and you need a planner so that you can write down when somebody tells you this is when I'm going to be ready. A lot of times you can put even like a sticky note on it, because what if they don't end up joining that day? You know, like put a sticky note on it on that day and write down whoever said that they're going to join that day. And that way you could, you know, obviously move it around and have that ready. You can write it in too. The sticky note is just one idea. And then obviously having your hundreds list and however you want to do it. I know LaDawn, when she was here last week with me, she was showing me how she had printed out her entire Facebook friends list. I'm like, ooh, I need to get my assistant to do that. I don't have time to sit there and wait for, I don't know how many pages would come out of 3,000 friends. over 3,000 people. But, you know, you can also work off of your Facebook friends list that way, or you can make your hundreds list from your phone contacts and from your memory jogger in your eSuite and from, you know, the contacts in your phone or whatever. However you need to get that started. Those are all your potentials. And, you know, sometimes you just want to be finding out when can you? You know, like, oh, I can't order today. Your question is going to be, no problem, when can you? So if you can just ask the right question, you're going to at least find out when they will be ready. A lot of times you can, when you're in person, so some people talk about assuming the sale, and I do that in person all the time. When I'm at a party or a one-on-one appointment, I'm just like, I am not walking into this house or into this meeting without knowing that they're gonna join. Like, that's my mindset, and that's what I go in with.
Say join me as a
customer or distributor. Yep.
So
So in person, I'm assuming the sale. When I have someone in front of me, I feel like I can close them. Now, when you're Facebook messaging people, and especially maybe if you don't know them or you added them as a friend, but you really don't know them in person, that's when it's going to take the 7 to 21 times of messaging them and following up with them because they don't know you and you're not in person with them. So I assume the sale in person and know that it's going to be about 7 to 20 times through a message way or, you know, even through a phone call. And so some of the messages that you can send out is when you're doing your follow-up Friday and you're going back over every single person that you've ever talked to, you can say something like, I am looking for 2 more people to be a product tester for HSN, lip and eye cream, or my wrap challenge. It's normally, and you're going to insert the retail cost of that product and say, but I can give it to you for my discounted price of blank with a 90-day trial or a 90-day challenge. Are you interested? And that's why you're saying, I have 2 more spots, or I'm looking for 2 more people. And that's it. If they say no, say, great, when do you think you can order? Again, it's just keeping the lines of communication open and not giving up on them. But some people just aren't ready. We're not ready at times to do things. But you can say, great, when do you think you can order? I'll save your spot. So I say that a lot of times on distributors too, is, you know, when will you be ready? Okay, 2 weeks, a month. You know, some girl that I talked to yesterday about the stretch mark cream, she said, can you call me back in April? Yes, I can. You know, like, it doesn't really matter to me. I'm just like, you need to complete your steps to success every single month, you know, so to get in the right mindset. When someone says that they, you know, they're just asking about the wraps, or like, hey, what is this wrap thing? Just keep it simple. Just tell them, you know, it's a cloth that's infused with plant and botanical extracts. It tones, contours, and tightens the skin. The lotion does the work. You know, do you want to try it? Always end with a question, and then let them know what like a 90-day challenge is. You know, basically you can say it's this much money, but if you do a 90-day trial or a 90-day challenge, I can get it to you for this much money. Well, how does the 90-day challenge work? Or, you know, when they ask you, how does this work? You're going to basically say, you get 1 order a month for 3 months. Just be super simple. You're going to get 1 order a month for 3 months. If they ask you another question, only answer what they ask you. Just do not throw up on them. And if you're not sure what to say, just copy and paste the response to an upline leader and they'll help you respond. When someone seems like they're ready and they're like, okay, what's your website? You're gonna wanna say, are you ordering right now? Now, if they say, no, I'm not gonna do it until, later tonight, or I'm not gonna do it until Friday, I'll be like, great, I'm gonna save your spot and I'll get back with you on Friday. So I'm never just handing over my website to them until they say that they're ready to order. Now, there are some times that people are like super green. And that just means they're so into the details and the ingredients and all this kind of stuff. And I mean, I was to some degree, so I kind of get it. Like I was like, well, Christy, what's in this? I want to know what's in it. I want to use it, but I want to know what's in it too. So, you can send them to Product Coach, myitworksproductcoach.com. You don't have to give them your website. Okay?
Oh.
Yeah. So,
Sorry.
it's okay. So anyway, just don't give out your website until they're ready to order. And a lot of times if somebody's just super busy, oh yeah, I want to order whatever, I'll say, great, why don't you just give me your information really quick and I'll enroll you. Or I can walk you through it on my website. And it just kind of depends on how much I know them. If this was a completely cold contact on Instagram, I probably wouldn't do that because I don't know how they would feel. Like, just kind of feel out the relationship and how they would feel comfortable. Okay, so now if somebody is shown interest once, they're interested forever. They are interested forever. I mean, what's gonna change? Honestly, they want longer, stronger, thicker hair. They want to tone and tighten up their skin. I mean, they're always gonna be interested in that. It's just about the timing. So if somebody has shown interest and you are, between somewhere 7 and 21 times, you could say something like, did I offend you or make you mad? Just ask them. They'll come back and be like, oh no, you're fine. They'll at least tell you what's going on of why they're not doing it yet.
I had to just be blunt like that.
Yeah. Yeah, just ask them.
And it worked.
Did I offend you? Did I make you mad? Yeah, but at least you
At least I
know.
know.
Yeah, at least you know. So be consistent with that. So that's pretty much, I recorded this, so for those of you guys that are jumping on later. Hey.
Hey.
Delise, how's it going?
Oh, good. How are you?
Doing great.
Say hi. Yeah.
Are you using Zoom with your team?
Yeah, we do one every Tuesday night, and they love it. We do more.